Everybody hates Mondays. It's Monday, but it's okay. Now let's go to the show.
It's Monday, but it's going to be all right. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. How you doing today, Craig? Nathan? Your name's Nathan. My name's Craig. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
You want to know what I'm doing? I'm excited for this, okay?
You're excited?
I'm excited because...
I just got off work, and I have a massive headache, so
Yes.
I'm sorry if I'm not
And we have a light pointing directly at us. So that's
energized.
probably not great. But you actually have topics to talk about today.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I don't really like topics, but experiences.
Experiences. I love experiences. Like when freaking Boruto and the snap, you know?
Never seen it.
All right. So you want to start with one of your things, or do I want to start with one? Okay. Let me pull my iPad out real quick. If you guys are watching this right now, drop a subscription, drop a like, drop a comment or whatever. Fast forward a bit, if you want to. I don't really care. You do you. Let me pull my notes up here real quick. Okay. So I started online school today.
Okay.
So technically, did you see my notes?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say you can't get spoiled.
I'm not a screen peeker like you.
I was a screen peeker because I was the youngest
You
child.
were.
That's my
A
job.
little cheater. You're literally Boruto.
No, don't say that. don't call me Boruto. No, so I started online school today, right? Mm-hmm. I hate online school.
I did too.
So, well, no, you never did. You've never done online.
I did one semester of Pathways.
Oh yeah.
Then I went on because I said, screw this, I'm going on a mission. I ain't doing
Dude,
schoolwork.
it sucks. So like, literally, so my first assignment was like, they give you the option between like, I promise this won't be boring, I hope. They give you the option between like 5 different companies, and throughout the semester, we're gonna be like learning more about that company, right? So like the first assignment is like, take a screenshot of their logo, of their like mission plan, and like one of the questions was like, do they have a Facebook account, and show an ad on their Facebook, right? Mm-hmm. My company was Apple, so I went to Apple, took a screenshot of their homepage. I'm like, you can't just like Google Facebook ads just pop up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, couldn't find an ad or whatever. You know what I mean? Which I don't care. And then the next question was like, do they have other social media presences? Take a screenshot of all those examples, right? Mm-hmm. I literally said on that thing, I am not doing that. It's Apple. It's clearly everything. It's clearly on everything. I swear to you, that's what I wrote. Because that is the most, excuse my language, but I don't care, retarded, okay?
Uh-huh.
What? It's Apple. Of course they're on everything.
Bro, you got to choose.
Yeah, but it was like Apple, Coca-Cola, Gatorade. It was like the most. They're on everything. It's a company.
Everything. Yeah, that's true.
Even small companies are on everything.
Yeah,
that's just what companies do.
Yeah.
It was just stupid. It was just dumb. It was pointless. And that's my issue with online classes, right? Because you don't have a teacher, right? I always thought online classes was going to be, you sit on a Zoom call as if you're in a classroom.
Who's grading the stuff?
Just a teacher.
So you
right?
do have a teacher.
So you have a teacher, but she doesn't teach you anything.
They're not teaching you.
You literally just read paragraphs, and then they send you articles to read and literal YouTube videos to watch. Okay? Literally, Nathan, they don't teach anything. Okay?
Yeah.
It's up to you to learn on your own, right?
Yeah.
If I want to learn on my own, I wouldn't spend $1,000 a semester, and that's cheap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Online school is just so stupid. Online school should be you log into a Zoom call in the morning for 2 hours or whatever, and it's literally like teachers talking about something, writing crap on a whiteboard, and you can be like, ask a question, you know what I mean, about this specific topic. Just like how normal class is. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't be this read a couple paragraphs bull crap.
Yeah.
Because how am I supposed to memorize any of this crap?
Yeah.
I literally, I can only do like maybe 2 assignments at a time before I get angry. Mm-hmm. Like physically, like I don't get angry, but I get physically
Bro, you know what?
Angry.
You got me going now. If you have a PhD,
no, in. Now I have to freaking edit it, find where that is, and edit it. You know how difficult that's gonna be.
No, but I'm just kidding. Not really. I think college is like a scam, personally.
I don't think it's a scam if it was organized properly, and no school was organized properly.
Here's the thing. Obviously, doctors need that.
Yeah.
There's certain things that you have to go to school for.
Yeah.
But I would need to do more research on it, but I'm pretty sure 80% of college students that are paying thousands of dollars to go to school, they can learn on their own watching YouTube videos.
Okay, check this out. So my degree right now is social media marketing, right? Yeah. Hey, guess what we're doing? We're making social media. You know what one of my assignments is going to be this semester? Record a podcast.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally, Nathan. Literally, Nathan.
Yeah.
I'm already doing this. The only reason I'm doing this is because I want to go back to college in person and do like some film stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But my GPA, just got messed up because I didn't realize I was officially still at the school, but I didn't know I had to say I wasn't at the school anymore. So it said, I got 2-3 semesters of straight zeros. So my GPA went from a freaking 3.8 to a 0.2 because apparently I got a bunch of zeros, right? Because I went to college before and I left because I hated it, right? There's aspects I loved, I love talking to females. That was pretty nice. But
Nah, college is great for a lot of people. It can help you get ahead in life, but I just think the amount that people are paying to. Also, there's another thing. Professors, I don't fully get.
Yeah.
Teachers, I don't fully get. Well, teachers in high school, that's different. But when you're say this professor's teaching you business. How many businesses does this dude have?
Yeah. You want to know how you become a professor? You go to school. No, you go to school. So if you want to be a professor, you go to school for teaching. Okay?
Yeah.
And then what do you do after you get your associates? You get your masters. And once you get your masters, you can become a professor.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's like these guys, and not all. Some professors might have some successful businesses on the side. I'm not saying all.
Like Neil deGrasse Tyson is a college teacher. But he's all,
Who's that? Is he the black dude that
talks slander on Star Wars or whatever because he's an astrologist or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
But you know what I mean? He's clearly a scientist.
But yeah, no, I would much rather spend my money on an apprenticeship or, what's the word? You can be I don't know the word.
I know what you're talking about.
But a certified, I'm bad with words, but an actual businessman that has a business, he is successful, he's made millions.
Yeah.
I would rather pay whoever a couple $100, couple $1,000 to just follow him around and learn from him. Not some person that read a few books on a business and now he's teaching at a college.
What do you think every wealthy businessman does? He teaches his kid how to run a business properly.
Yeah.
But then they always all go to college because that's just what you do when you're young. Because that's when you get. Because if you're not in college, how are you supposed to socialize? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who do you socialize with, Nathan? Your best friend from high school.
Yeah, I mean, I only got
it.
Yeah, but I don't.
But you know what I mean?
Keep my circle small.
Yeah, well, that's just how we're raised, But human beings are supposed to be talking and meeting new people, and that's why high school. That's the only good part about high school, and that's why people go to college. Not if you have a smart parent, you don't go to college because you already know everything that you need to know business wise.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You'll never see a millionaire's kid go to college.
Yeah,
unless
it's just for social.
It's for that, or they have something they want to be a doctor.
Yeah.
You have to go to college for that.
Yeah.
But if you come from a millionaire rich family, you're going to freaking do whatever your dad did. You're going to do whatever your mom did. You're going to figure out a way to get rich, not having to spend $100,000 at the end of your 6 years.
Yeah, just doing what you want, what you
Like-
love.
I don't know.
But yeah, I don't know. School is just one of those things. It's like there's so many good things about it, but it's just like how do I explain this? It's just like soda, right? Soda probably costs 2 cents to make, right? But they sell it for $4 because it's a business. This world is run as a business. College is not in the business of teaching, it's in the business of money. That's just straight up,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, like if the world, or I don't know how college works in other areas, in other countries, but like if America really wanted to like benefit their future and have everyone's minds unlocked, college wouldn't be that expensive.
Yeah.
You know, if America really wanted to find the next freaking Nobel Peace Prize winner,
Yeah.
you know, it could be some dude growing up in the ghetto that has no money, that will never be able to go to college because he had a horrible upbringing,
Yep.
and the parents didn't make the money, and that dude could cure cancer one day.
Yeah.
Even though we already have the cure. America is just
Oh,
the government. I love
Yeah.
America, but the government.
you're telling me Magic Johnson was slanging and banging,
Yeah, how the
Right.
hell did he get rid of
and
AIDS?
he's healthy. He
Yeah.
literally had to retire from the NBA because no players wanted to get AIDS from him if
Yeah.
he accidentally bled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then fast forward 10 years, he's AIDS free.
But like at the same time, Chadwick Boseman,
Dies of cancer.
how does he die?
Oh my gosh.
How does he
Kay,
die?
thank you. Kay, I have a theory. Kay, we have a cure for cancer. No doubt about it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But they don't want. So if all of the famous rich people in the world never died from cancer, then everybody would be like, what's going on here?
yeah,
so
yeah.
here's my hypothesis. Every single year or 2 or 3, there's a famous person that dies of cancer, whether they be old or Chadwick Boseman, right? So I personally think that if somebody has cancer, you know what I mean? They see, oh, it's been a year or 2 since a famous person died of cancer. We're not giving this person a cure.
Yeah. I think it's just for the elites. Like
Yep.
the high ups. Like you'll never see like a CEO of like Amazon
Yep.
or Elon Musk. Those dudes are never gonna die of cancer.
Yep. Totally.
They're unless they have like higher morals.
They might get it, but then
they're
then
gonna
they'll
survive.
Then they're gonna hit the press junkie, say I have cancer.
They're gonna-
and 6
yeah.
months later they're totally clean, and then they're gonna be on all over articles.
They're gonna disappear for 6 months. Go to a hyperbolic chamber from
Yugoslavia.
and they're gonna survive. 100%.
100%. There's no way there's not a cure for cancer. There's no way there's not a cure for everything. Most things, right? Like cancer is the number one, like moneymaker medically.
Yeah, there are things that are uncurable that we know
Yeah,
of. Like I think
100%.
polio is like
Yeah,
an uncurable
horniness.
disease. What?
What?
That's true though.
It's true.
Actually,
it's human. You know, read a scripture.
forget-
Read scriptures.
Yeah.
You know,
But
that doesn't work though. By the way, they tell you. Okay, sorry.
Huh?
I'm not gonna get into this.
what doesn't work?
Never mind.
I mean, yeah, you're horny, but the scripture isn't supposed to get it gone. It's supposed to give you strength
Yeah.
to fight it.
Yes.
You know what I do?
What?
I do some push-ups.
Bro, okay. Let's talk about this for a second, okay?
Okay, wait, hold that thought.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I need to
I'll
finish
hold it,
real
I'll hold
quick.
it.
Like there are obviously diseases that we know as of right now are uncurable, right? Like I think polio is one of them, something like that. If cancer was truly uncurable, why would they be spending billions of dollars trying to find a cure? Because it's curable. They're just throwing all the research under the rug because it's a multi-billion, trillion-dollar moneymaker.
Yep. 100%.
Okay, go.
100%. Okay. Way off topic, right?
Uh-huh.
So Man, I don't even remember what I was gonna say too much.
I was doing
Okay,
push-ups.
so when I was a kid, right, I was always told whenever you think of something you don't want to think of, right? Like we grew up religious, right?
We still are.
We still are. Sorry, that made it sound like we weren't. We ain't no Rhett and Link over here. Come on.
Come on, guys.
You know, like seriously, that's messed up. But like we were always told like, oh, like sing a hymn in your head, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A church song or something, you know, something to invite the spirit, right? Mm-hmm. And I could never think of any like hymns, right, except for like the most basic one in our religion, right, which is "I am a child of God," right? Which I love this song now. Growing up,
Keep talking.
I hated that song.
Uh-huh.
Because anytime I would think of something like the word hell, which I hated that word as a kid. I hated the word hell because I saw it as a cuss word, right, as a kid, and I was not down with that. I would always say, let's sing the song, right?
Uh-huh.
And so then anytime I'd hear that song, I thought bad thoughts. Does that make sense?
Because that would be the song that you would sing
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I didn't know
Makes
any
sense.
other songs, you know?
Yeah.
And so I hated that song. So I don't know. I don't
Bro,
know
you know what song
my
I was
point
singing?
of that was, but
No, I get that. I would sing a child's prayer.
oh, that's such a
Dude,
that's such a good song.
that's a banger, bro. That song, forever. If it's sung in a choir
By children. It has to be sung by children.
or children. Children's better.
Oh my gosh.
But I'll get teary-eyed, dude.
Yeah.
That and, bro, I don't know if you guys did this in your mission, but we would sing Armies of Helaman as missionaries.
Oh my
at
gosh.
Zone Conference.
Tough.
I'll get chills.
Yes.
Because, like,
Yes.
that's fire. Because
Oh,
the story
man.
behind it, too, is like, they were missionaries.
Yeah.
They were young.
Yeah.
Like, it was pretty sick.
Oh man. That's good memories.
Yeah.
Good memories.
I need to turn it off. I just wanted to give it like 30 seconds.
Nathan is cooking a pizza currently, so he might be hopping in and out right now. Great Value brand, of course, because it's cheaper and better than DiGiorno.
It really is.
You can talk while you're over there. They can still hear you.
I know.
by the way.
I got the mic.
Just double checking. While he's over there, let me gas my.
freaking napkins, bro. Are they? We need to do these.
Yeah,
Throw these in.
I'll throw them in after the podcast.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna gas myself up real quick. Okay.
Yes.
Your boy Craig, Crash the Path, is literally insano at fighting games. Okay? Mortal Kombat 1, I'm a big NetherRealm guy. Injustice 2 is like, I know it's unpopular, but it's my favorite fighting game because I just like superheroes or whatever. And Marvel vs. Capcom 3, all those games, right? I was not a big fan of Mortal Kombat 1, right? I played the story mode and I pretty much dropped it. Like I went online the other day because I was just like, had nothing to do for like 30 minutes, right? And my record was like 3-3. I literally played like 6 games, okay? First game on, I wasn't doing great, you know. I was like, kind of remembering some of my combos, right? But now I wasn't reading my opponent good, right? So I lost, right? By the second game,
Right.
I whooped bam, you know, to say it bluntly, right? Like, literally, like, it just all came back to me. You know we got to use our main man, Barack Obama. Like Barack Obama. Also, Michelle is a dude now all of a sudden, which we all knew in the first place. But
Yeah, she got a schlong on. Her.
we all knew that. We all knew she was a Tucker, bro. She probably sharps at Target, you know. But yeah, I'm just gassing myself up. I can't wait for the next NetherRealm game. GTA 6 got a trailer today.
What? Yeah. And he calls me
Oh, yeah,
up.
that's my bad.
He calls me up. He's like, dude, GTA 6 comes out in 3 weeks.
That's
and I'm
not how I
like,
talk.
And I'm like,
I talk like you. I just do an accent.
I'm like, pretty sure it got announced for 2026.
Yeah, but I'm like, nah, bro.
And he was for sure that it came out on the 26th.
Nah, bro. I was about to be grinding the gym for like 3 weeks until the game came out, you know? But
And then I watch it for myself, and it's the 2026.
yeah, that's my bad.
January, February, March, April, May 26th.
It's literally a year. It's May right
So
now.
we got over a year.
A year and 3 weeks. Okay. Talk about something you wanted to
Do you have an
talk about.
activity?
I do have an activity.
I want to eat my pizza not on camera, so let's hurry. I'll talk though. Okay.
All right.
So, I'm gonna pick your brain here a little bit.
I'll pick my brain, please.
Memories. right? We have them.
Some of them.
Some of them are what?
Some of them.
What?
I have some memories.
So do I.
Okay, just continue.
What are you
Just
saying?
continue.
Okay, some are deeper than others, right?
Okay, yeah.
How do we get to some of those deep memories? What are some things
The placenta?
What are some things that happened to you that spark memories?
Smells. Oh, okay, I was in the.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
What?
go ahead.
Sorry. What?
Just go.
Were you mad that I was about to bring a story up? And
I thought you were. I thought I was the only one that brings up smells. I've been on this for years. I
No.
think smell is the strongest form of memory. Bringeth back.
Bring it forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, literally, I was in a Smith's. In the back room, smelled terrible, and you know who it smelled like? His house. Do you remember that specific smell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't smelled that specific smell until I stepped in the back of that Smith's. And I low-key took a deep breath because I'm like, this is kind of a nostalgic smell, even though it smelled bad, you know? But it just reminded me of the couple times we were over there and like upsold us on some Beyblades, remember?
Yeah.
When we were in Beyblades for like 2 weeks, you know?
I do remember that. We took some money from mom.
Yeah, we literally were like, hey, Mom, can we have $5 or whatever, you know? Those Beyblades were sick, though. Continue. Sorry.
They were pretty cool. No, that works. I just didn't expect you to say smell. Because I was walking in Walmart today, and I don't know where it came from or what it was, but I was just walking, I got smell amazing, right?
Yeah.
Guess where it took me?
Where?
Preschool, dog.
No way.
Bro, it literally took me to preschool.
Explain.
And like I can see, you know how like in preschool, like it's very colorful rooms.
Yeah.
They always had a rug like this.
Yeah.
But it had like shapes and stuff on it.
Yeah.
And then we had playtime where we would gain money throughout the week if you were good.
Yeah.
So everybody had money, right?
Yeah.
And then like she had toys that would cost more and they were fun, right? And the most expensive one was like a grocery store, right?
yeah.
So I remember in that moment, it took me when I was playing with that toy and I was like a grocery store manager, whatever, selling crap.
Yeah.
And it was just insane. And like that has happened to me multiple times before where I'll just smell something and it just takes me back.
Yeah.
Because like when you see something, it's like, oh, that reminds me of this, blah, blah, blah. But when I smell, anytime I smell, boom, I'm there.
Yeah.
In my head. I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Like I've had smells where I'm back in middle school where ew.
I didn't have anything on my finger.
Why'd you flick then?
Because I just wanted to see how you reacted.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, smells are powerful.
Smells are powerful. I think that's the strongest form of memory.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, so I have a sixth sense where I can feel ghosts. Did I ever tell you that? Now that we're on the topic.
You can?
Yeah, so like,
How?
I can't move my ears. I've tried my whole life to figure out.
A ghost comes around the corner of your ears, go.
No, I'm telling you, okay? I'm telling you this, okay? I've tried my whole life to figure out how to move my ears. I can't move my ears, right? So my left ear and my right ear do different things, right? So my right ear will like shake, right? Like it'll like physically like move like this. It'll move like this, right? And that's when somebody's behind me, okay? When somebody's in my view or like close enough to me where I could like almost, our spirits are like close enough to each other, you know what I mean? Like I know when people are behind me, right? So my spatial awareness is pretty decent, right? But then every so often, my left ear will jiggle, okay? Every time my left ear jiggles, goosebumps out of nowhere, right? And I'm telling you, Nathan, it only happens when there are ghosts around, okay? Like, remember when we had a ghost in our house? Guess when my ear would go off?
Really?
When the ghost was around, okay? When I was on my mission, okay? Guess when it would go off? The most spiritual times on my mission, right? Like, there was a time on my mission where I, like, felt like a person behind me on my mission, right? I'm not going to go into because it's more of like a spiritual story on the podcast. I don't want to talk about it, but like on podcasts, right? But like my left ear started going off again, okay? when we went to grandma's old apartment that turned into like a mansion, yes, my left ear went off. I'm telling you, Nathan, I have a sixth sense with my left ear specifically. It wiggles. I can't move my ears. Just saying. So just while we're on the topic of like smelling, you know.
How is that smelling?
It's a sense. It's a sixth sense.
Okay.
But
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then I have a seventh where I can like tell if something's really cold. My teeth hurt.
You feel it?
No,
I can do that too.
I call it tooth.
I eat ice cream. It's cold.
I call it tooth ice.
What happens?
Teeths.
What happens?
That's when I like drink something really cold, and my teeth is like, dude.
That's just a sense.
No, yeah, it's my seventh sense.
No, everybody can do that.
No, I don't think so.
I think that means you have weak teeth. I don't even want to attempt that.
You can't do that?
I don't even
Dude, you know what's so funny? I did that one time, and Mom's like, you know how to do that also? And I'm like, Mom, you know how to do that? She's like, yeah, that's the thing only us Stevenses can do. That's my mom's maiden name. And I was like, blew my mind. So like put your tongue like down here. Yeah, right? And I like blew my mind, right? And I remember going to school the next day and like telling all the people in my classroom, like, I have like a special skill only people in my family can do, right? And then like 4 other kids did it.
Yeah, bro.
And I was like heartbroken because Mom lied to me. Not because Mom lied to me, but I like for 24 hours.
You really thought
100% thought that was like a special thing. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. You want to play a game?
Yeah.
Okay. Tier list. Okay. Fast and Furious movies.
Oh.
Okay.
There's so many.
There's literally 10 of them.
That's a lot.
Okay. Well, we don't have to make this super long. Okay. So we're gonna go in order of the movies, right? So I have it. I have iconic as the top tier. Iconic, S tier, good, F tier. Okay. Does that make sense? So just A, B, C, D, right?
Okay.
The first movie. Where would you place the first Fast and Furious movie?
Iconic.
Iconic.
S tier.
You really would put the first one iconic. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue because you are the resident Fast and Furious fan. Now, would you put Too Fast, Too Furious up in iconic or S tier? Because I'm not letting it go any lower
iconic
than
and
S tier.
is different?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put 2 in S tier.
We're going to get rid of iconic then.
What?
Oh. We're just going to say S tier. We'll just have 3 tiers. S tier, good, and F tier.
Okay, then 2. 2's not on the same level as 1.
Okay. It's better, you think?
2 is not better than the first one.
You don't think so?
No.
Too
It's a
fast.
great movie, but it doesn't have Vin Diesel.
Yeah, he's the worst part of the movies.
What?
Yeah.
Dominic Toretto
Yeah.
is the main man.
I'm sorry,
and he has the coolest car.
Well, I'll agree with you on that one. But no, Paul Walker's character is way better than Vin Diesel's
the
character.
1969 Dodge Charger doesn't even appear in the second one.
Just because of a car doesn't mean the character is better that drives it.
He is cooler. Yeah, he's
Why?
How? He's a dog.
Okay, whatever. I'll put it below the first one. Tokyo Drift.
That one's good, but yeah, good.
So just good tier.
Yeah,
that
one slept on for sure.
Number 4, Fast and Furious. Kind of the movie that the first movie we saw in the theaters.
Is the Rock is in this one?
No, that's Fast
5.
Yeah. So this is the one where like they got like Dom's girlfriend back, or no, where Dom's girlfriend like got head amnesia and we thought died or whatever, right?
Man, I love all these movies. I can't put any of them bad.
I'm gonna put this one F tier. I just think it's the most forgettable one because there's nothing like I feel like Fast 5 was like the first like big blockbuster movie, you know?
Yeah.
And the first 3 were like indie movies. And I feel like this one's just kind of whatever.
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna pick a Fast and Furious movie, I'm not picking Fast and Furious, the 4th movie.
Yeah, I mean, if we gotta put any down there, it'll probably be that one.
Yeah. Now
5 is S tier.
Fast 5 is my favorite Fast and Furious movie.
It's S tier. The Rock shows up.
I think it's top of S tier. Do you think it's better than the first and second movie, though?
No.
What is your opinion?
I think it's better than the second one.
Okay. I'm not going to argue with you on that one. Fast 6. Fast and Furious 6. So what happens in this one? This is the one where they go against...
Let me see it. Okay, yeah. So that's the one where they're like in Dubai, and Vin Diesel lifts the car up.
Oh yeah.
Just he deadlifts it, and then they fly up.
That's like Gaston is the main bad guy, right?
I don't remember who the bad guy is. I just remember that red car. I remember that being there.
Oh, is that the movie where they're in the skyscraper and they jump it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
I enjoyed that movie, but I would probably put it in good, personally.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it below Tokyo Drift though, because I just think Tokyo Drift is iconic.
Yeah.
Furious 7.
I don't even remember.
We're getting to the point where like I couldn't even tell you what happens in these movies.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come back to this. We're gonna have to rewatch these movies and do this again.
Yeah, we are gonna do that. So so stay with us. This is definitely going to change. What happens in Furious 7?
I need to see at least.
It's just the car in the shadows.
Oh, I think Furious 7 is the one where they steal the safe.
That's the 5th movie. That's Fast 5.
Oh, you're right, because The Rock is chasing them.
So they steal the safe, and then they go against that one, the better speed team, right? So the 6th movie, the first movie, they become the good guys, right? And in the 7th movie, they're good guys again, but I think they're going against his brother. I think that's Hobbs, right?
Hobbs? No.
Or is that the 8th movie?
Shaw's little brother.
Yeah, Hobbs is The Rock. Sorry.
Yeah.
Shaw's older brother.
What? Shaw? That's their last name.
Yeah.
There's 2 brothers.
Yeah. Like us.
And they have a sister too.
Don't touch me. Yeah, she's hot. She's Invisible Woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come back to this. I don't remember.
Yeah. Should we just give up on this tier list then?
I'll put, yeah, we probably should.
Let's just give up on it.
I'll put 10 in good.
Yeah.
I remember 10 because my boy Jason Momoa is in it.
He's the main bad guy.
Huh?
Main bad guy.
Yep. But yeah, I think this has probably only been like 30 minutes, but I think that's perfect. I think around 30 to 45 minutes is perfect for our podcast right now, just because we don't have anyone really watching anyway.
If you're watching right now,
if you actually watching right now, comment. You know what I'll do.
No, you want to know, if you're watching right now, pull your phone camera out, stand up, okay, go near a window, and record yourself saying, hey, yo, what up, cuzzo, and say it just like that and at both of us on TikTok.
All right, yeah, do that. All right, well, once again, this is getting posted on Monday.
Yeah.
We've been really bad. The last one was posted today.
We literally pre-recorded the last video.
And we still didn't post it on Monday.
Because I scheduled it for the day after Monday on accident. So that's my bad. Yeah. But we're recording this video on, what day is it? Wednesday? Tuesday?
Tuesday.
On Tuesday. So, but it'll be done by then.
It is Monday.
We didn't hit some topics.
Huh?
Like, we didn't hit the 100 gorillas versus one man.
Oh,
wait, yeah. 100 men versus one gorilla.
It'll still be a thing next Monday.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next week. I have a really deep conversation that I want to get to tomorrow also, or next week Monday as well.
All right, bet. So, well, all right, it's Monday. We're good. Keep grinding. Everything's good. Everything is okay. It's Monday, but it's okay.
Hey.
Everybody's grinding with you. You're not alone.
Yep.
All right.
Even if you don't like to poop, just get it over with for the day. I'm here with you. I hate pooping.
Oh, a firm poop just feels so good.
I like a poop that's just like zero white poops.
Oh, those are nice too.
Glorious.
But
like I just hate the act of wiping.
Something you gotta do.
I don't know, I just don't like it.
Just like getting that money is something you gotta do. Something you gotta do.
Okay, I think that's it.
All right, love you guys.
Yeah, pet your dog.
If you got one.
And if you don't, please don't.
Get one eventually.
Yeah, don't get a small one though.
Big dog.
Oh. I'll punt it.